Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's weather update. So, two El Nino induced storms are going to be impacting the lower 48, especially the south and the east, over the next 3 to 5 days. So, looking at the 18Z run of the GFS model, as we start going into uh, Wednesday evening, into tomorrow evening, and snow are going to build across Texas into eastern New Mexico, into portions of Kansas, into Oklahoma, and snow across portions of Colorado and northern New Mexico. And then as we go into Thursday, our storm system is going to kind of remain over the same area, bringing rain and snow to the same general areas through Friday. And then going into Friday afternoon, our system's going to start to move across the central and southern plains while a big area of moisture gets itself together in the Gulf of Mexico. Going into Saturday, widespread rain is going to move across Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Iowa, with snow possibly into portions of Minnesota, southeastern South Dakota, central Wisconsin, and a big low pressure takes shape across the Gulf, bringing the entire state of Florida rain into Saturday. And then as we go into Saturday night, Sunday, we could be seeing a massive low pressure ramping up across Florida, bringing heavy rain across the southeast, possibly snow at first, transitioning to rain in the southern Appalachian Mountains. Going into Sunday evening, Monday morning, could be seeing a massive, a very strong, potent low pressure moving across the Carolinas, bringing rain across most of the mid Atlantic and southeast. Going into Monday afternoon, this low pressure could then move up the east coast, bringing widespread rain into Tuesday, even Wednesday, before our model goes too far out to be reliable. Now, taking a look at some of the rainfall accumulations from this storm, these are going to be very impressive. We're going to be seeing the potential of 2 to 4 inches of rain across portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, portions of Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, and then across Florida. We could be seeing as much as 3 to 5 inches of rain from this, with pockets as high as 7 inches across Georgia, the Carolinas, Virginia, the Northeast, a widespread 2 to 4 inches likely from the system. And meanwhile, the West Coast is going to be impacted by separate systems, could be seeing a good 2 to 5 inches of rain across portions of California as well over the next 7-day period. So make sure you're preparing for flooding, especially along the East Coast in California, from these storm systems over the next several days. Now, looking at snowfall accumulation, not going to be a lot of snow with these storms, but we could see a good 2 to 6 inches of snow across southern Colorado, maybe northern New Mexico, about a foot to 2 feet of snow, and then a dusting to 2 inches in sporadic portions of the Northwest, the Northern Plains, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast, and potentially 1 to 3 feet in the Sierra Nevada of California. Now, taking a look at the European model is showing a little bit less rain, about 1 to 3 inches across the south central plains and southeastern Rockies and the west coast, but across Florida and the southeast and up the east coast, about 3 to 5 inches along the coast. So the European model has a further east solution than the GFS for the storm system. And looking at the snowfall in the European also brings a lot more snow to portions of New Mexico, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, and the Texas Panhandle. Widespread 2 to 6 inches of snow potentially, and could be seeing as much as 6 to 18 inches in much of the northern and northeastern areas of New Mexico. And finally, looking at the quantitative precipitation forecast from the Weather Prediction Center for the next 7 days. The Weather Prediction Center is forecasting a good 1 to 4 inches of rain across much of Texas, southwestern central Oklahoma, southwestern Kansas, southeastern Colorado, eastern New Mexico, as well as western northwest California into western Washington and Oregon. And then the Weather Prediction Center is putting a widespread, a bullseye of 3 to 7 inches of rain across central southern Florida and the Carolina coast, and about 1 to 3 inches of rain in the northeast and into portions of the interior southeast. So I'm going to continue to monitor this storm system very closely over the next several days, as we could be seeing a very impactful storm system up and down the East Coast come Sunday and Monday, December the 16th and 17th. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.